What is going on, gamers? We have some huge news for Marvel Rivals Season 2 leaks and everything. So let's get right into it and not waste any time here. And this news comes from Games Radar. The Marvel Rivals devs reveal Season 2 is already completed and that the studio has already completed designs for Season 3 and 4, which is absolutely insane. There's so many heroes. Maybe that massive leaked characters list isn't so unbelievable with how much they've already have planned here. Marvel Rivals already has a massive roster of heroes and like 3 villains. That is so true. They need more villains in there. Across the wider Marvel universe, and since the launch, we've had the entire Fantastic Four, with Marvel's first family joining the roster over the last couple of months. And while we won't be getting 4 every season, the game's director confirmed the game is getting a new hero every 6 weeks. That is so crazy, which is a far cry from Overwatch's first year, which had 4 in total. With the sheer volume of characters who have been leaked for the game, it's not surprising to hear that the team is well prepared for upcoming seasons. That's crazy. A brand new hero every 6 weeks. I mean, just imagine how big the roster's going to be. I think that maybe in the future they might get rid of some of the old ones. I think that just, if there's too many options, it's just going to be insane. But what they do need to add is more vanguards and strategists, so tanks and supports. We have way too many DPS at the moment. So, speaking to PC Gamer, Marvel Rivals game director Guan Chen reveals the content for Season 2 is ready and set to go. This means things are getting done and dusted well in advance, as Season 2 of Marvel Rivals is allegedly set to launch next month on April 11th, 2025, according to some leaks on Twitter. And then he notes that the designs for Season 3 and Season 4 have also been completed and are currently under intensive development, saying overall everything is progressing smoothly. We don't even currently know what's happening with Season 2, although if I had to guess, Ultron is probably likely, considering a full moveset has leaked for the character. So to hear that things are already in play for Season 4, which probably won't release until the end of 2025, is kind of wild. I mean, this really is. Ultron I think is definitely coming in Season 2, and probably most likely Blade as well. But I'm super excited for Ultron because he's going to be a strategist, and I think that he's going to be really, really fun to play. The Marvel Rivals team is definitely working like crazy. I think that they, in the future, with all the leaks, they might have like an X-Men themed season, which I think would be really cool, and that could line up with like the new X-Men movie that the MCU is coming out with. I guess if it's lined up with the X-Men movie that they're planning on coming out with, it might be a lot later down the line. But just with all the leaks, and there's so many X-Men that have been leaked, so I think that they might do some sort of X-Men season there. So really, really excited for that. All right, and then in some other news for Marvel Rivals Season 2, again, we got that release date, which is April 11th, and leaks with more new skins and team-ups. So Marvel Rivals have come out and said that their team-ups will eventually be switching. So we shouldn't get used to basically the team-ups sticking around forever. And these are going to be switching, and this makes sense with the huge roster of heroes that will be coming out. I know that the Storm and the Human Torch one is insanely overpowered, so they might switch that one, or maybe just lower its attack. I don't know if they'll take it out of the game, but I don't know. Maybe like the Moon Knight and the Cloak and Dagger one will get switched, and Moon Knight could be paired with someone else, just to kind of, it'll make the game feel different, The Hulk and the Iron Man one probably will get changed. That one's insanely overpowered. And I think that as time progresses, I think that change is a good thing for games. So I'm looking forward to what they can offer in the future. We'll see what team has come later on. Marvel Rivals is approaching the end of Season 1, which means we are slowly starting to get more information about the upcoming content that might appear leading up to Season 2. And Season 1.5 is about halfway over for Marvel Rivals, and players are already looking forward at what content is coming with Season 2. Course. Okay, this just gets into the release date for Season 2, which is again April 11th. Very, very exciting for that. Obviously, we're going to have a new battle pass and theme that ties into the overall story the developers are trying to tell through gameplay and cosmetics. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but the current prediction is that Blade will be added to Marvel Rivals as a playable hero when Season 2 launches on April 11th. So yeah, we might get Blade initially. Again, he's going to be another DPS. And then halfway through the season, Season 2.5 is when we could be getting Ultron. Based on some flavor text given in various gallery cards throughout Season 1, we are likely going to see Season 2 centered around the Hellfire Club. This is specifically because Doom 2099 has a plan involving a gala that he is putting in motion to gain more power after his past self betrayed Dracula and created pure blood Chronovium, as you can see here. If we are indeed going to bring the Hellfire Gala into this, that likely means the maps and general themes in Season 2 will more heavily involve the X-Men and mutants. Krakoa was already leaked as a potential map in the game, which makes perfect sense for Hellfire Season based on the biggest mutant celebration in the Marvel Universe. Krakoa, I've never heard of that. Let me look this up real quick. Okay. The X-Men's Living Island base may be plotting a horrific takeover. Based on MarvelFandom.com, Krakoa is a sentient living island located in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It was once believed that it was spawned from nuclear testing in the area, that somehow the repeated bombardments of radiation caused the island to mutate into a living ecosystem. It eventually was revealed to have part of an older sentient landmass known as Okara, which in ancient times was split apart using the Twilight Sword, splitting in two formed Krakoa and Arakko. Although hostile at first, the land eventually became a safe haven and later home nation for mutants on Earth. However, its predecessor, Genosha, Krakoa was attacked during the third annual Hellfire Gala of Orcus, which ended the mutant nation. So that is really interesting. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the Celestial that we have in the Pacific Ocean in the current MCU right now. And if you guys have seen Captain America Brave New World, that is the island that brought us adamantium into the MCU, which is the metal that Wolverine's claws are made out of and is encompassed around his bones. And so that's really interesting. I guess I didn't know about this whole Krakoa thing, but that could be what they're basing the Celestial Island on, is this right here. And eventually it's going to be a safe haven for the mutants in the MCU. And that would be cool to have this as a map for Marvel Rivals. So I am super excited for Season 2. Let me know what you guys think about these leaks for Season 2. And if you're excited for Blade and Ultron, as these are the leaked heroes that will be coming next season. I'm kind of bummed out it's not a Vanguard, but hopefully we'll get another one in Season 3. If you guys like this content, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. My name is Chubbs Gaming, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.